first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. 10 seconds.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, check nigga. Yellow, run.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The Patriots at 2-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play. That
goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor, and this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
What? 17. Check right.
1st and 10, Taylor now to the 27-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
52.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Myers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Looking to throw, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw again. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Love, they go play action now. This one completes Alec Pierce, finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A 2nd and 10 now, third quarter action from Foxborough. Operating from the gun, Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Opposite. 3.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd and very short, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Right, 97.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Set, hut.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.